We ooh and ah at most gemstones, but rubies are one in particular that we really put on a pedestal. Why is that? When is it appropriate to give one as a gift? What kinds of ties do rubies have to cultural and religious beliefs? Well, that's what we're going to learn about in today's video, 6 facts about rubies. But before we get into that, if you've seen my videos before and are subscribed to my channel, I'm glad you enjoy my content enough to keep coming back like you have. If you've never seen any of my videos before and you're new, I want to give you a warm welcome. Here at From Laura's Perspective, I post a new video essay at least once a week. Topics these essays are on are diverse, and I have many series and playlists on my channel for the categories of essays I've done. I have something for everyone, so it's definitely worth subscribing. But don't just subscribe. Turn the bell black so that you'll always know when I've just posted a new video. With that out of the way, time to learn 6 cool facts about rubies. First, we're going to learn why exactly they're called rubies. The word ruby comes from the Latin word rubens, which means red. This is quite fitting, given the color rubies generally come in. Rubies can be found in many shades of red, from rich darkish red to pigeon blood red and pinkish red. This color comes from traces of the mineral chromium embedded in the gemstones. But the most precious rubies of all are those that have a full, rich red color with the hint of blue tones. Next up, we're going to learn that the ruby is one of the most valued stones in the gemstone world. Precious gemstones are an alias given to only 4 gemstones, referring to stones that are particularly rare and expensive, making people want it even more. This desire is enhanced by the fact that these gemstones are especially aesthetically pleasing. This probably isn't that surprising given the ruby's deep color and gorgeous shine, not to mention that it's between a 9 and 10 on the Mohs scale. The other 3 precious gemstones are emeralds, diamonds, and sapphires. Fact number 2 might surprise you when you consider fact number 3. Let's just say that one of the ways you can tell a natural ruby apart from an artificial one is that whichever one doesn't have any air bubbles or other kinds of flaws or cracks in the stone, known as inclusions, is the artificial one. You might not see the inclusions on a natural ruby with the naked eye, but trust me, they are there. If you want to see them, you're going to need a microscope. But if you put a ruby under a microscope and still don't see any inclusions, it was cultivated in a lab. How do rubies survive with all those cracks and bubbles? Well, they're really strong and resilient, registering at a whopping 9 on the Mohs scale. For our 4th fact, we're going to discuss the ruby as a birthstone. I usually save this one for last in my Facts About Gemstones videos, but I decided to go a different route this time. Rubies are associated with the heart chakra, making it an appropriate gemstone for those born in the second half of July. Because they're Leos, and Leos' bodies are ruled by their hearts. And of course, those born under the constellation of the majestic lion should have a gemstone of such a royal color as red. As for those born in the first half of July, who are Cancers, it makes sense that the gemstone of such emotional, sentimental people should be a precious gemstone symbolizing love, romance, and devotion. Fact number 5 is that rubies are given as an anniversary present at 2 particular points in the marriage. If you've seen my other gemstone videos, you know that a lot of gemstones are given as gifts for particular wedding anniversaries. Well, the ruby is no exception. After 15 years of marriage, a man may give his wife ruby earrings or a ruby necklace as a gift for their anniversary. If their marriage lasts yet another 25 years thereafter, the husband will give his wife yet another item of ruby jewelry for that anniversary. For fact number 6, we're going to learn about the ruby's ties to cultural and religious beliefs. Since ancient times, rubies have been said to symbolize passion, protection, and wealth. In addition to 15th and 40th anniversary gifts, as I just discussed, rubies also make for good wedding rings since they symbolize love and commitment in many cultures. You know the ruby slippers in The Wizard of Oz and how they protect Dorothy from the evils of the Wicked Witch of the West? That's actually a reference to an ancient tradition in which soldiers wore ruby talismans to protect themselves in battle in ancient times. From a Judeo-Christian perspective, rubies are actually mentioned in the Bible 8 times. Once in the book of Job, 4 times in the book of Proverbs, once in the book of Isaiah, once in the book of Lamentations, and once in the book of Ezekiel. In all of those passages, rubies are associated with beauty and wisdom. In ancient India, many believed that a ruby would help its owner make peace with their enemies. Weren't those some cool new things to learn about rubies? If they were, say so by leaving a like. Also comment below, what was your biggest takeaway from this video? If you haven't already, click subscribe if you want to access more content like this. Also make sure to tap the bell and decide what kinds of notifications you want. If you enjoyed hearing me share fun facts about rubies, you can get even more cool stuff like that by clicking some of the links up on your screen. But that's not all. My Instagram and TikTok are extensions of my channel, and you can follow me on those platforms by clicking the links in the description. Although my content's something you just can't get enough of, there's a lot to hold you over until I post again.